I'm falling to pieces, but I need this, yeah, I need this. You're my fault, my weakness. When did you turn so cold? You cut me down to the bone. Now you're dancing all over my soul. I'm falling to pieces, to pieces, to pieces.
Oh, yay! Good morning!
Oh, jeez, no. Wait.
Wait, fixate. Which made $1 million off a mixtape?
no para, esto sigue, sigue, dale, Yankee, dile, dile. Dinero, se ha sido el enfoque. Querido en el mundo llamado los bloques. Inteligentes, luchamos por poder. Lavando el dinero me hizo un...
Hey, let's go. Hey, hey.
Up top.
Teach me how to do it.
Take me home. Take me
Here we go, Blue. Let's go, Pride. What are you doing, Mr. Beggs? The space bar.
How low can you go? How low can you go? She can go lower than I ever really thought she could. Face down. Up your hit it, but jiggling at your scenes, baby. Ooh, yo. Like it when I see you do it better than I ever seen it done before. A lot of women dropping to the ground, but how low can you go? How low can you? How low can you go? Go, go.
Lower than you know. Go low. Lower than you know. Go low. Lower than you know. Go low. Lower than you know.
5, 6, 7, 8. Hi, we're the Hofstra Pride, and our favorite part of camp is BNC Showcase.
How low can you go?
One minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me. So when we come back, it's intercession. It's intercession when we get back. Are you excited? Yes.
I'm literally not.
I'm really
Stop
excited.
it. Try
I'm very
again.
excited.
I'm excited for
so
parade
excited to
and my
spend
kids
this
are
last night.
What do you want to say to your future selves in like 5 days when you're back?
I really hope you got a great Christmas. I hope you're so happy.
I want to say when we come back for the happy 22nd birthday to Aaron Kavanaugh.
What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says.
We're our own competition this weekend. We have no one else to worry about but ourselves, yes?
What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says.
Gonna make you wonder why you even try. Gonna take you down and left for you to cry. And I still don't know how I even survive. And now to get your rock bottom. Ain't gang if you let shit slide. Ain't bad if you gotta ride. Big guns and a lot of zip ties. Said she look like me, quit lying. We gon' spin and kill.
Okay, so we discovered the HO chant in Spanish.
Ready?
5, 6, 7, 8. H-O.
Oh my god.
S-S-T-R-A.
Calling my peoples all across the world.
Can you feel it now? Can you feel it now?
My season highlight is the first day of intercession when we all came in really excited to the gym all decorated and we realized that it was the final push to nationals. At that point, I realized how far we've come and how close we've all gotten and how we all had one goal in mind.
My season highlight was every time we were backstage at nationals. Something about it truly made me realize how all of our hard work paid off, and I really think it brought out the best in all of us with how motivational and supportive we were of each other no matter what.
My favorite memory of the season would probably be practicing and performing a routine at UDA camp. Honestly, practicing in the hallway was so much fun, and even though everyone was super tired, the support in the room was just unreal and I just wanted to get going. And then I remember after performing it, I got the critique that I was like too clean, and I took it as the biggest compliment ever, and that was the first moment I thought to myself that like, wow, I'm on the HUDT. I've made my dreams come true, and this is where I belong.
Hey guys, our favorite memory is one time at practice, we were trying to figure out the counts for jazz, and then Kelly told us a funny story at the end of practice that she was trying to figure out the counts for jazz at a family event, and she told us she found them out by doing
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. And it really put a smile on everyone's face, and Kelly, you never failed to make us laugh, so thank you. That's our favorite memory.
So I would say my favorite memory of this season was performing Vulgar in Scranton at camp. Ultimately, it was my favorite because there were so many firsts in this little moment. It was my first time dancing at Scranton. It was my first time dancing as an HUDT member in front of a big crowd. It was my first time dancing on the same team as Marina. It was so special to me because the feeling you get dancing with you guys is literally like no other. I know you guys all know how it feels. I hope to feel it time after time. It's so special to me, and you guys mean so much to me, and you're my best friends. So yeah, that would probably be my favorite moment from this season.
My favorite core memory from this season was during intersession when we all started to really see jazz come together. With it being my first intersession, I didn't really know what that would look like for us. And when we all started to come together on the mission and how we wanted to leave an impact on people, I think it was really inspiring. And then when we went to nationals and went on the mat for prelims and semis and finals, I feel like that really showed and we left a really strong impact on people with our dance.
My core memory of the season has to be national send-off. Throughout the season and intersession, we could really see how each of the pieces progressed. Jazz, pom, and game day all were developing into something that was really good and we were all going to be proud of. And I think that was really prevalent at send-off when we would get off the mat for all three and we all just felt collectively good about them. And personally, when I would get off, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to nationals. I felt ready and felt that all the hard work that all 32 of us had put in throughout the season was really going to pay off at nationals, and it did. So we won 11 times.
My favorite memory as a member of HUDT was definitely home routine choreography in July because it was the first time we all really got to come together as a team and bond, as well as learning our first and most iconic dance of the season.
And my favorite memory, though it may be controversial, is the Thursday practice mat at nationals. I feel it is the best we have ever danced, and even though it was a lot of work and very tiring, both times that we had it, we did it perfectly, and it set us up for success throughout the whole weekend. And landing both front tucks on stage.
My season highlight would have to be intersession leading into nationals because I loved walking through those gym doors and seeing the countdown numbers on the wall because it helped me push myself and keep me motivated because I knew that the end goal was to succeed at nationals, and I just loved seeing that I was one step closer to achieving those goals. And I also liked that team building gave us a specific person to write a little note and a pick-me-up during intersession when the bad days were really hitting hard and we just needed to get through those practices.
My favorite memory of my first season with Hofstra was UDA camp in Scranton. It's in August, so it's just the perfect opportunity where you really get to bond with each other and start to find your place on the team. And the best memories come from when we're in the dorm hallways until 2 a.m. practicing, surviving off of 2 Cheez-Its and an hour of sleep.
My favorite moment was before we went on stage for Palm Nationals Finals, and we had worked so hard this entire season, so by the time we were going to perform for finals, we just knew that we were so beyond ready, and we were just excited and wanted to show everyone everything we've been working for, and we were on such a high. The energy was amazing, and after waiting an entire year, I was just so grateful to finally make it on stage with the best people ever.
If I had to choose my favorite memory from this season, it would have to be going to Washington, D.C. to support our women's basketball team in their CA's conference. There's nothing like going to Washington, D.C. and supporting one of my favorite athletic teams on campus, but it's also a great bonding experience for the team members that got to go. Not only did we have to rally on and cheer on our basketball team, but we also got to do some sightseeing and walk around DC and just have a chance to relax while doing what we love most, which is supporting our athletic teams. It's just an experience like no other, and it's an event that I look forward to every year.
So my season highlight of this past year is performing jazz on the nationals mat for the very first time. So that would be jazz prelims. Just knowing that we were coming out with this very different dance for us, especially after doing Pretty Lyrical last year, and seeing the crowd react as the music kept changing was just, the energy was unforgettable, and there's really nothing like it. And then later on, finding out that we were in first place amongst both prelims groups was just the most amazing experience.
One of my top memories of the season would of course have to be winning the national title for POM at UDA Nationals, as well as doing so well overall at Nationals. But one of my favorite memories would probably have to be the Fall Fest performance where we performed UDA's college demo alongside our cheer team. Especially this year, I feel like our team is pretty close with the cheer team, so it was a lot of fun being able to perform alongside my friends on the dance team as well as alongside my friends on the cheer team. And it's kind of how we kick off our season. We practice non-stop to make sure that we put the best possible performance out of college demo, and it's kind of the first time that we get to meet all the new HUDT families, so that is always one of my favorite memories of each season.
My favorite memory from the season had to be when we hit our ending pose at Pom Finals. I remember just feeling so happy and proud and accomplished, and I just had a wave of adrenaline. I remember hugging Mia right after, just jumping in her arms because I was so excited and so proud of what we just put on the mat. And later we found out that we won first place, and knowing that we hit that routine one last time down in Florida was just the best feeling in the world. So that is definitely something that I'll never forget.
My favorite memory from the season is definitely when we were at Nationals and we were all sitting in the audience as a team waiting to hear back for our Jazz prelim announcements. Jazz prelims was broken up into 2 categories, A and B, because the category was so big. And it was our group's turn to hear our announcements. And they announced us as first place, and we freaked out. And then when we got back into the room with all the coaches and the whole team for our nightly meeting, the coaches told us that we were in first place out of both A and B categories, and it was just an amazing feeling because we were so surprised and we were so happy.
My favorite moment from this season would have to be competing jazz at semis this year at Nationals. Not only was that one of my favorite dances to ever perform, but seeing the crowd's excitement and support for that dance made this moment even greater. I remember when we stepped onto that mat for semis and seeing the fieldhouse packed with people just to see that dance being one of the greatest feelings and honors in the world. I will honestly never forget that moment, and I wish I could relive it. So that is why that is my favorite moment from this season.
Hey guys! My favorite part of this season was Jazz Choreo Weekend because I just knew it was something special right off the bat.
My favorite part of the season was when we found out we were in first place after prelims for Jazz, and finding out we were in first place for Pom after semifinals, and then obviously winning Pom.
My favorite memory from this season definitely had to be walking out of the castle for Jazz prelims and then placing first in Jazz prelims. This was a goal that we've always wanted to have, coming in first for Jazz, and I was just so excited walking out on the mat for the first time to do Jazz and having everyone's reaction while we were performing, because it was just such a different routine that we usually bring. It was like an unmatched feeling, and I'll never forget it.
My favorite memory was when we got a text from Kelly as we're sitting in the parking lot before one of our winter session practices before Christmas break, and it said, if possible, please warm up in your cars. And we took it to the next level, of course. So all of a sudden you just see everybody stretching out of their sunroof and in their back seat and out the windows of their cars, and it was just a really fun and silly way to start probably a stressful practice, but from what I remember, I had a great day that day, so that's my favorite memory.
My favorite memory from this season was definitely playback after Pom Finals. Coming off the mat, you just have so much adrenaline and you kind of don't really know what to think, and sitting down, watching it back, seeing that we hit everything we wanted to hit and did it better than in semis just was such a relief and let us go into awards so confident, and it was really a rewarding experience.
My 2023 to 2024 season highlight conceptually is any time that I danced for myself. On a hard day in the fall semester, Lauren said to me, Bella, you are here to dance, so just dance. And I really took forth that mindset through the end of my season, soaking in my final time on the Nationals mat, the last times doing Jazz and Pom at an LIDTA, and getting to lead the underclassmen at CAAs, soaking in that game day setting for the last time. I ironically performed and executed a lot better when I just danced for the love of it, and I'm really grateful that for my final weeks, months as a collegiate college dancer, that really was what I had forth in my mind.
My favorite memory this season was definitely day 2 of Nationals when we were standing in first place for Pom and Jazz at the same time. This was just absolutely surreal and so exciting. Standing in first after Pom semis was really important to me, and I think the whole team, just to know that we could get that title back. And then standing in first for Jazz after prelims was the most amazing surprise, and it was just so rewarding knowing that we had a chance at both after all the hard work of intersession and the whole year. So day 2 of nationals was my favorite.
My favorite memory so far from this season was the seniors' last mandatory practice when we taught our team our freshman year pom from when we started on Zoom and kind of went down memory lane, going through all of our old routines and dances and just reminiscing on everything that we've accomplished over all these years was just such a bittersweet moment to share with everyone.
One of my favorite memories this season was during intercession. We were in circle stretch about to start the second practice of the day, and then the climb plays over the radio and we all collectively scream sang it together, really poured our entire hearts out into it. That song just has such a special place in our heart, and the lyrics really hit home, especially during intercession. So I just feel like it was a great moment that brought us all together while also relieving some stress. And then we had a great practice after that. So yeah, it is a moment I will never forget.
My favorite and most memorable memory from this season had to be when we were backstage for pom semis and the song The Climb came on. It was just a little bit of sense of home because all of intercession we played the song and we're singing it nonstop, and just right before we went on, that song came on and we were backstage singing it, and it made me feel really comfortable and brought all my nerves out of my body, and I was really ready to perform, and it made me feel like everything was gonna be okay. So that was my favorite memory.
One of my favorite memories from this season has to be before we went on for our pom semis performance. We were on deck, so we were right behind the castle, and the song Coming Back Stronger came on. And in that moment, I think that all of our nerves really just turned into determination in a way that we were about to put out an epic performance and show everyone that despite everything this year, we were coming back so much stronger, and we were really about to show everyone at UDA that they messed with the wrong Lions last year.
My favorite memory from this whole season was our journey with our Nationals jazz routine. From the beginning, I knew it was going to be one that was super special to the program, and we did it absolute justice. The song was incredible, the costuming, the choreography, every detail about it was so special, and I just feel so grateful that I got to be part of something that will definitely go in the Hofstra history books. And then obviously coming out in first out of prelims was so special. Hearing our name be announced last and hearing that we were in first was incredible, and then bringing home the silver medal. We have not done that since my freshman year in jazz, so super full circle, and I'm just honored that that was my last routine ever on the UDA stage after 9 years competing there. I wouldn't want it to end any other way.